Have you ever confidently told a story, only to realize the subject was right there?
Make sure to like and subscribe for more stories like this.
I had no idea that in about 10 minutes I was going to want to physically leave my own body. We were all at Priya's place, me, Jade, Cass, and her cousin Maya, who I'd met maybe twice. And somehow the conversation landed on Jake from work, which honestly was not my fault, because Cass brought him up first. Jake had this whole thing happen a few months back where he told his manager he was sick, and then posted beach pics on his Instagram, got caught, cried in the bathroom, the whole spiral. And I know this story because Jade texted me a voice note about it at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday like it was breaking news. So I'm telling it. I'm doing voices. I'm doing the part where apparently he tried to claim the photos were old and the manager pulled up the geotag on her phone right in front of him. Priya is losing it. Cass is covering her face. Meyer is quiet, which I noticed, but I thought she was just one of those people who takes a beat before they laugh. So I keep going. I do the part where he apparently sent a formal written apology to HR and accidentally CC'd the entire department. That's the best part. That's my big finish. And I land it and Priya laughs and Cass laughs and I look over at Maya and she's smiling, but it's the kind of smile that means the exact opposite of happy. Really tight. Really still. And then Jade, God bless her, says absolutely nothing helpful. She just goes, Maya works with Jake. Not quietly, not as a warning, just states it into the room like an announcement. I stopped breathing, like genuinely could not locate air. I said, oh, and then I said, oh no, and then unfortunately I said, how long have you been standing there? Which makes no sense because she'd been sitting in the same chair the entire time. She hadn't moved. I was the one narrating his professional destruction directly at her. She said, we're actually pretty good friends. And I said, right, and then I said, I'm sure he's great, which somehow made it worse, because now I'd also implied everything I just said was a lie. Priya tried to save it by saying she tells this story about everyone. It doesn't mean anything, which was also not the assist she thought it was. Maya was very gracious about it, which if anything made me feel worse because she just nodded and said it's fine, honestly in the tone of someone who would be describing this exact moment to Jake before she even got home. I apologized. Properly. She said it was really fine. I said sorry again. She said please stop. I stopped. The update is that Jake and I now follow each other on Instagram, and he liked a photo of my dog last week, which I think means Maya told him, and they decided the kindest thing to do was just make it weird forever.